It's not going to change in one big leap, but by practicing noticing, right? And that again is the work that we can do that on the daily, even moment to moment, we can notice like, when am I clenching? When is my breathing getting shallow? When is my self-doubt starting? When am I catastrophizing in my mind? When am I arguing for my limitations? This is fear working itself out and trying to keep us safe. So when we are perceiving risk or our body contracting or whatever it is, it's our job to signal safety. Again, another great thing to write down. It's my job to signal safety. You're like the safety officer on the playground of like, I noticed there's some fighting starting to go on here. Let's pause. Let's take a few deep breaths. So that's what we're going to do right here, right now, is we're going to practice signaling safety. And I have two ways that we're going to do that. And these are both very easy, very effective ways to signal to your body that you are actually not in danger. So whether you feel in fight or flight right this minute or not, doesn't really matter. Better if you're already calm when we practice this, but assure you will be calm after we practice this. So the first method is deep belly breathing. And when we are in our sympathetic nervous system, which is the triggered state, we're anxious, we're in fight or flight, we breathe very shallow. Okay, so like we take very small inhales, very quick inhales, and our breath really only ever lands in our chest. And so that is number one with deep belly breathing. We're going to like force the air to go down into our lower lungs, which automatically signals to our body that we're fine. Because if we were truly running from a predator, there's no way you would be able to take those deeper breaths. And so the second way, so the first way is deep belly breathing. The second way is that our exhale is going to be longer than our inhale. Again, when our nervous system is jacked, it feels like it can never get enough oxygen because probably we're running, we're fighting for our life. And so all it's doing is mostly inhaling. That's what hyperventilating is all inhale, very little exhale. So when you purposefully will exhale for longer, even just a couple beats longer than your inhale, your body starts to realize like, oh, I'm not running. I'm not being chased. In this moment, I am safe, right? And signaling safety is never about I'm safe for the rest of time, for the rest of every moment of every day. It's always about right here, right now. Like, and if you look around your room, like right here, right now, I am safe. There's a roof over my head. I'm sitting here, nobody's trying to hurt me, right? And almost every time your nervous system is jacked, that is true. You are actually safe. And it's only the data in your head from your past that is causing your nervous system to feel jacked. So we're going to practice this. We're going to practice taking a few deep belly breaths. I'm going to guide us through it. All in and out through the nose. Again, that is a signal to your body that you are safe because most likely if you are running, you are going to be breathing through your mouth. And you'll be breathing a lot faster than if you breathe through your nose. And when we're breathing into our belly, the practice is to keep your shoulders steady. So like when you are forcing the air to go into your belly, your shoulders shouldn't move. And so when we breathe into our belly, our shoulders should stay level the whole time. Be gentle with yourself as you get the hang of this. Just notice if your shoulders are trying to come up, that means your breath is only going into the top of your lungs. And really keeping like forcing your shoulders to stay down will force you to breathe into your stomach, and your stomach should expand. So as we go, keep your attention on your breath. And when your attention, not if, but when your attention wanders, gently bring it back to your breath and the sensation of your belly expanding and shrinking. So I'm going to guide us through inhale, we'll hold at the top, and then we'll exhale for longer. Okay. And we'll go through for a few rounds here. So if it feels good to close your eyes, you sure can, but you don't have to. So we'll inhale, hold, 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 exhale. Inhale. Hold, hold, hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold, hold, hold. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Hold, hold, hold. Exhale. So just notice the sensations in your body. Scan around. How does your head feel? How do your legs feel? Notice any lightness that has come online or any tingling. No need to analyze, no need to make it mean anything, just notice it. Okay, so now let's close our eyes and rest your left hand on your heart. Go ahead and put your right hand either on your belly or lay your right arm across your belly and pull your elbows in at your sides so it feels like you're giving yourself a nice hug, a nice regulating hug. And where you're sitting, repeat out loud after me. Hi, body. I love you, body. I hear you, body. Thank you for carrying me, body. Thank you for loving me, body. Thank you for communicating with me and for looking out for me. Thank you for keeping me safe. It's safe to show me what's in here. This is my request. I promise we'll go slow and we'll make it safe little by little. Thank you for being with me every step of the way. I love you, body. Now keep your eyes closed. We're going to go on a meditative adventure, and you can go ahead and smile knowing that this is going to be delicious. So relax your body and settle in nice and cozy, whatever feels comfortable for you. Breathe deeply in whatever way feels best to you. Breathe again, relaxing your face and your shoulders. Let your tongue fall down off the top of your mouth. And now imagine our session today is over and you walk outside your dwelling into the sweet sunshine to take a big stretch. Breathe in, breathe out. As you stand on your porch, you see the most fluffy, beautiful, happy white clouds, and one starts to come down to where you are. Breathe in, breathe out. The cloud arrives right in front of you, and you step gently onto it, kind of surprised that it's holding you, and you sit comfortably right in the center as it begins to ascend back up into the sky carrying you right through those other happy clouds, across the sky, and then begins to descend right onto a white sandy beach. Breathe in, breathe out. It's a little bit warmer here, the perfect temperature. And as you walk off the cloud onto the beach, you feel like you could walk on this beach all day, taking in these beautiful waves all day. It's the most peaceful you've felt in a while. Breathe in, breathe out. Down the beach a ways, you notice a lovely beach house. And it stands out to you because the color is your absolute favorite. And you think to yourself, if I had a beach house, I would paint it that exact color. And to get an even better look, you start making your way down the beach closer to the house. Breathe in, breathe out. As you walk up to the beach house, you feel drawn to go through the gate of the white fence and up the stairs onto the porch. As you land on the porch, the back door opens and out walks you, 10 years older. And she is beaming at you. And you can't help but smile back as you see her. Breathe in. And breathe out. She is so excited to see you and get to have a visit with you. Right away, you can't help but notice her energy and what she's wearing. She invites you to come sit with her on the porch in these beautiful chairs that already have iced teas waiting for you both on the little table in between. It's almost like she knew you were coming. As you move towards the chairs, you notice how she walks and the ease with which she moves and sits down in her chair. Breathe in and breathe out. When you both take your seats, with glistening, happy tears in her eyes, she pulls out a photo album. She is so excited to show you what she's been up to in the 10 years between you. Breathe in. Breathe out. As the waves continue to roll in on the beach next to you, she hands you the album and you open to the first photo. You see a photo of one of your dreams that has come true and that she has already lived. She tells you all about the adventure of that photo, and you feel the clarity and peace of knowing for her it's already done. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then you flip to the second photo and you're delighted to see that she has lived another event that you have wished for. again, she tells you the most beautiful story of what it was like to live through it. And there's so much ease knowing for sure that that thing has come to pass. Breathe in and breathe out. And she tells you she has saved her most favorite for last, and you flip to the third photo page. Here you see something you've barely even allowed yourself to hope for because you thought it was too far-fetched. The happy tears roll freely down her face as she shares with you the story of something that you could barely imagine, and she has, in fact, already lived. Breathe in and breathe out. You stand to leave, sensing that your visit has come to an end, and she stands to walk you out. She gives you a big hug and a kiss on the cheek and invites you to come back and visit her here anytime. She laughs and says, "This is your house after all." You walk back down the porch steps onto the beach where your cloud is waiting for you. And this time you fall onto it, knowing full well it's going to catch you. You lay on it, letting it hold you and support you fully as it carries you back through the sky to your current dwelling. Breathe in and breathe out. And once again, you find yourself sitting in your current location, in your current body. You come back into your current consciousness. You wiggle your fingers and your toes. And when you're ready, you open your eyes. And take a few minutes to marinate in and write about what you remember from this visit. I am going to be quiet for a solid 2 or 3 minutes, other than every once in a while I'll ask you another of these questions. The first being, what color was the house? When she opened the door, what was her energy? What clothes was she wearing? What do you remember about the way she walked? What was on the first photo? How did it feel to look at that and see that it was already done? The second photo. And the third photo that you could hardly even hope for, that she's already lived. What do you remember about the story she told you about each of those events? And when you're ready, drop a piece or two in the chat, something that feels good to share with the rest of us about how your visit with her was. Janine says, such lightness of being, again, so freeing. Very calm and peaceful. She lives there. She knows what's up. She's got 10 years of practice soothing her nervous system and signaling safety. 10 years of practice re-imprinting her nervous system on purpose to wholeness and calm. A sense of excitement and confirming. Love that. Right? Those emotions signal belief, right? That's the beauty of working with our body, calming our body and sinking into our subconscious mind, the truly powerful part of ourselves. It's our monkey mind that can be hard to convince. What else? High five moments and giggling over our journey and adventure. Oh, right? She was so stoked to get to show you a preview of what's coming. Oh, and you got to see, right? Think about that for just a second. Like you got to see. You know, sometimes it can feel like when we do visualizations that this is imagination, it's not real. Again, that's our monkey mind. That's our old unworthy identity trying to keep us the same. And we love ourselves and our self-protective instincts, and that's all fine. But it's not an accident that you chose to show up here, that you chose to participate, that you cleared your schedule today so that you could drop into this place so that she could have that visit with you. That's not an accident. This is not imagination. This is what it feels like to look into the quantum and see what is already done. Receive that you created this for yourself by investing in yourself. That's such a beautiful thing.